Yep.
Is it recording? Should be.
Let's see. You see the red dot blinking?
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, this is Chris Bergstrom.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chris Bergstrom from BushidoPhoto.com, and today we're heading out to Okutama. There's a big, beautiful lake out there. We got a dam, some stuff we're going to be doing, some sunset photos. I'm also going to send up the drone, try to get some epic drone shots. I got my friend Mary in the back.
Hello.
And we got Jash. He's also a budding photographer. Check
Hello.
out his Instagram. I'll let Jash tell you about his page.
Yeah, so I got my Instagram page. You know, if you could follow me, that'd be great. It's Jash changes once in a while, but that's it for now. Yeah, I got some dope pictures of like Tokyo and stuff, and then soon I'm actually gonna be moving to Texas. So when I get to Texas, it'll be more like, won't be as Tokyo-ish, but I'll probably still have shots of Dallas, Austin. I'm gonna try to do some astrophotography for once, so that'd be fun. But yeah, go ahead and if you like my stuff, give me a follow. But anyway, so back to our original conversation.
Yep.
Where was I going at with that? So resolution size, right?
Yep.
So my biggest thing with that, like I said, is a lot of my images come out a lot darker than what I think they are.
Okay.
And that really like annoys me.
Yeah.
Because
So
like
the biggest thing you could do to fix that is to use a color monkey photo or any of the spider monitor calibrators and basically calibrate your monitor, because one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is the brightness on their iPhone or their iPad or their Mac or their PC or their laptop. All of the monitors have a different custom calibration for that specific monitor by the factory, and they set it up to look the best on their monitor, not across all monitors, and it's not a neutral standard setting. So when you use a color checker, like a color monkey or something like that, you plug it in USB, you install the software. I think it's Color Monkey has their stuff, plus X-Rite. There's a bunch of different companies out there, but you set it on your monitor and it actually like runs through a bunch of different color patches, sets the contrast, the vibrance, the exposure, like everything that you could think of to make the monitor a neutral standard. That'll fix your problem with your images looking dark when you post them up on Facebook or Instagram.
okay. Because I've been I don't know, like I said, it's been a struggle trying to just get that over. And I've done, like, I thought it was just like resolution size, which also, you know, could play a part as well. But I also, you know, I thought it was also just like compressing images as I send them through. So I went from like emailing my stuff to me because I thought that I'd compress it. I mean, it sort of does, but said it doesn't. And I ended up using I use like a third-party app called Telegram.
Yep.
It's like Messenger, except it's just, you know, a third party.
Right.
And it allows you to send pictures like uncompressed.
Okay.
Which is up the quality a little bit, but like I said, it still has a tendency to get a little bit darker when it comes to the actual like finished product. But
yeah, so Facebook is notorious for like overly compressing the images so that they don't look the same quality when you blow them up full size. It's just really frustrating. So you have to downsize it. Just go to Google and search optimal size for images on Facebook, and it'll tell you what dimensions, DPI, all that stuff. So it should be about 72 DPI. Since you're putting it out for web, obviously you don't want to use 72 DPI if you're trying to print. You want something like, you know, 200, 300 DPI. Minimum I would go with printing is 150 DPI, depending on the size you want to print. Like a 8x10, that's fine.
Okay.
But if you want to go something like 24x36 with a 24 megapixel or 18 megapixel camera, you're going to want to have it set up to 240 to 300 DPI is probably the minimum.
Okay, sweet. So with that being said too, because I'm trying to upgrade my camera now, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't know if it is in the future because I want a D850.
Okay.
So you know, that's the full frame, you know, that Nikon Nikon full frame, and I think it runs at like 40 something megapixels.
Okay.
So that's really the biggest reason I want it to, because right now with, I'm running with a D7000, and I have approximately like 24, 25 megapixels.
Right.
Which isn't bad either.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would like to get that, you know, extra resolution.
Okay.
But I mean, it is $3,000, and then lenses after that is like another $1,000.
So I switched from the Nikon D800E to Fujifilm, and this was when I was shooting with the X-T1 and the X Pro 1, and those are like 18 megapixels, so it was better than my Nikon D700, which was only 12 megapixels. But megapixels aren't everything. That's what I'm trying to get to. It really amounts to, are you planning on cropping in on the image? If so, was it because you were a lazy photographer and you didn't actually get close enough to the subject, or I mean, what's the reason you need that much resolution? That's what you have to ask yourself, because if you look at it, all depends on the viewing distance of the subject to the print. So if you look at a billboard, a lot of billboard photos can be taken on like a 3 megapixel camera, like a little crappy camera, because they're able to see it from a far distance. So all the little pixelation isn't noticeable from 30, 40 feet away. If you're putting up a gallery print and people are going to be like 2 inches away from it, scrutinizing all the pixels and pixel peeping, then you may need that type of resolution. But honestly, 24 megapixels I think is ideal, because you're saving space on storage. And you're not having to worry about, I guess different for me, it's like the Fujifilm. I switched to that because I like Fujifilm's colors. But there's nothing wrong with Nikon or Canon. If you're shooting raw anyway, you can go ahead and use an X-ray color checker to give you a flat, like neutral profile that's basically exactly what the colors were when you were shooting. You just basically take a picture of the X-ray color checker passport in the environment that you're going to be shooting in, and then you load that into Lightroom and say, hey, calibrate, and it instantly snaps all the colors into place. So that's one thing. Don't worry about colors, cross brands, and all that stuff. It really amounts to what are you comfortable with shooting. For me, I got tired of having a big DSLR, with the battery grip on it, and it was like 8 pounds around my neck with a 70-200, and I was shooting weddings all day long, and I started to get back problems. So I said, you know what, I need to lighten my load. So I went with the mirrorless system. The cameras are a lot lighter. And now they're coming out with like so many more features with in-body stabilization. And I don't know, I'm a mirrorless guy now. I won't ever go back to DSLR. That's just me. So.
Well, because it's funny, because I know when I first met you, I started out with a Fujifilm. I had that X-A3.
Yep.
But then I was able to get my hands on my mom's old camera.
Okay.
Which is that D7000, because she upped up to the D850.
Okay.
So I ended up getting a D7. So I ended up going back to DSLR for a little bit.
That's cool.
And I mean, it was good for me though, because like, especially because the X-A3 was the mirrorless, but it didn't have like a rangefinder on it.
Okay.
Or anything of the sort. It's all on screen.
Right.
I had a hard time actually understanding like my whole triangle, like my whole exposure triangle.
Okay.
I had the hardest time figuring out. So with my X-A3, I would just sort of keep turning knobs until I sort of like found something that like, oh, that looks right, I'll take the picture now. I had no idea what aperture actually did. I had no idea what shutter speed actually did.
Right.
I didn't know what ISO meant for the longest time. I was just like, it just makes things brighter. So once in a while I mess with it, All right, cool. So, have you been to Nara?
No, I haven't been there yet, but that's on my bucket list.
All right, so Nara is awesome. So I went to, so if y'all haven't known, I've been on vacation for like 3 weeks. I go back to work on Monday, but I've been doing a lot of traveling around Japan before I dip out of here. So 2 weeks ago, I went to Osaka, and part of my Osaka trip, I actually went to Nara. So in Nara, if a lot of people don't know, is it's this little like, I guess it's just a city east of Osaka and south of Kyoto, and in there they have a bunch of deer that just been living there for like hundreds of years basically. So they're pretty much like used to the populace and tourists, and people here in Japan, they don't really hunt, so they're not really like at risk of like being shot at or anything. So they're hanging out. And so I get down there, and like it is incredible. Like you get to the station, and you look at Google Maps, you're like, oh man, it's like 2 kilometers to get to the park. It's gonna be a walk. So I start walking, and not even like 200 meters in, there's just deer. Like there's just a deer hanging out.
Can you feed them and
pet
them?
Yeah. So this is the best part. So they have little stations that have crackers for like 150 yen you can buy.
Okay.
And for 150 yen, it gives you like 15 crackers, and you can feed the deer with
So it's
them.
like the koi ponds where they give you the koi food and you can
you can throw it around.
Okay.
So between you and I may or may not have spent like 3,000 yen worth of cracker snacks to feed the deer the whole day because it was awesome. You just feed deer
That's cool.
the whole day. But so I was feeding these deer, and yeah, I mean, they're just so domesticated down there. Like, first of all, it's hard to get a picture of these guys because unlike regular deer, which after you feed them or do whatever, they just sort of like sit there and look at you. Because even I just went to Hiroshima the other day, and at Miyajima they have deer, but the deer there just sort of hang out and look at you.
Right.
It's like they're like, oh, okay, you're cool. For me at Nara, these guys like to bite you. They want to ram you a little bit to really like get your attention. Like, give me food. Like, I need it.
That's funny.
And so, with that being said, yeah, like it's hard to take a photo because as you're trying to like line up a shot, they're like headbutting you, and you're like, oh god, like I'm about to get knocked out by a deer in Japan. Like, I'm not gonna have that on my record. So yeah, they have a bunch of deer. I saw a little kid get taken out by a deer. That was I felt pretty bad about that. I was like, oh, I couldn't save him. I mean, the kid was fine, you know, the kid's okay.
They just knocked him over.
Yeah, they just like knocked him over, and I was like, oh my god.
They're curious, you know.
Yeah, the deer, they don't really understand like strength, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they just sort of go for it.
Yeah.
So especially like because some of them are like young bucks, you know, they got like the little tiny horns.
Yeah.
So for them, it's like they're really just like they're used to just like grinding against people. And so yeah, I saw one eat a map because they'll eat anything. That's another thing. Deer eat anything. Like, the crackers are just safe for them. Now, if they get a hold of anything else, like a map or like your yen or anything, they'll eat that.
Dang.
Like, they don't care. They'll eat whatever. Like, I was in Hiroshima. I saw a deer eat a broom. He was eating a broom.
Hey, check out this mountain.
Oh, look at that. There we go. Sweet. On our way to the lake. But yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, deer will be eating anything. Like I said, we had a deer eat a broom. I saw that when I was in Hiroshima, and that was astounding to me.
Did you get a picture of it?
No, I couldn't. Me and Tatsu were looking at it. We were just mesmerized. We were like,
What's he doing?
yeah, like he's eating a broom. Like, that was just an experience for me. Like, okay, like, stuff like that. But
Well, I'm hoping we see some monkeys again while we're out here, because there's
Monkeys are cool,
monkeys
too.
like all over the place, and we're actually right next to Mount Fuji. So if we were to like fly up in a drone and look that way, we would see Mount Fuji right there. So
Sweet.
This is like a beautiful, beautiful location out here.
oh man.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Prettier from the minute that I met you. Smoking outside, trying to get your attention. You make me nervous. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Prettier from the minute that I met you. met the other night. But I can't get you off my mind. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty ugly from the minute that I met you.
Watch me, just follow every move. Touch me, let me know you want it too. Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. No, we don't have to leave. The night is still young. All we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night. Just let me feel you close. Come surround me. Don't ever let me go. Come surround me. Just let me feel you blow. Slowly, but don't wait for too long. Just hold me. We're right where we belong. Don't know what you need, but I got what you want, babe. We don't have to leave. The night is still young. Stay in the light. I want you to see it. Just for tonight, I want to believe. So keep on coming closer. Keep me hanging on. Let me feel your body. I want you to know. All we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night. Just let me feel you close. Come surround me. Don't ever let me go. Come surround me. Just let me feel you blow. Oh yeah. Just follow every move. Touch me. Let me know you want it too. Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. No, we don't have to leave. The night is still young. All we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night. Just let me feel you close. Come surround me. Don't ever let me go. Come surround me. Just let me feel you close. Slowly, but don't wait for too long. Just hold me. We're right where we belong. Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. We don't have to leave. The night is still young. Stay in the light. I want you to see it. Just for tonight, I want to believe. So keep on coming closer. Keep me hanging on. Let me feel your body. I want you to know. All we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night. Just let me feel you close. Come surround me. Don't ever let me go. Come surround me. Just let me feel